He's too young to understand the complexity of the situation. My mother and father work in an office. I will often blame. It's not important. Pleased. We couldn't find him. How much time do you spend watching television? Occasionally we may not be able to produce beer. What time is it this time? I can't take a break until I finish my work. John crashed to the ground in the garden 2 days ago. Did you see what was done? The museum is closed on Sundays and Mondays. Have you seen this movie before? How did you study? So far, so good. Do you sell fresh yogurt? Even though he was nervous, he performed exceptionally well. The room does not have adequate ventilation. Why didn't you tell us anything? Was his mother a painter? How much does a bag of coffee cost? Their grandmothers are journeymen. Will you be able to meet after 2 years? We saw a beautiful sunset, they said. Have you ever eaten ready-made food? Your aunt is a diver. Maybe you should meet John. Were their neighbors installers? Time. The movie has a great cast. Credit. Didn't you pass by? My brother speaks Spanish fluently. Shouldn't he take out a loan? The director is known for pushing boundaries. Could you please bring the relevant test results? Don't worry. Thank you all for your contributions today. Here is the information you want. They should not announce it. My mother and father go to work by bus. I had a really busy day today. Is his neighbor a leader? Will you join the party? He always orders burgers and fries at the restaurant. How to fry chicken fillets. Let's get some popcorn before we start the movie. Who is the best player here? He'll be done by the time we get there. They usually go shopping on weekends. See you later. He finished his coffee and left the cafe. Your guess is as good as mine. I could tell from his actions that he was angry. The bus was delayed due to traffic. If it snows tomorrow, we can go skiing. The team will play a friendly match tomorrow. You will be connected at dusk. How often do you try to play guitar? Can I get you anything else? Why don't I show you how to do this properly? He wrote a novel in his spare time. What exercises can I do to lose weight fast? Why are they laughing? Because they heard a funny joke. I like small gatherings. Did it develop at noon? Be careful when crossing the street. He could find work in the city. They are proud of their achievements. Were they rehearsing the play before the director made changes to the script? Our stepfather is a stockbroker. He attended a workshop to improve his professional skills. Your mother was a courier. It is difficult to remember all the information. He managed to lift the heavy box. Stay together. January is the first month of the year. I am very touched by your kindness. I will have dinner with my friends tomorrow night. I read a book every night before going to bed. They don't like spicy food, and neither do we. Didn't he wait every week? You shouldn't look back. Play constantly. I will kill. He bought a toy for his son. Are you managing? John always takes on and completes the hardest and most complex jobs. The baby cries for hours. Was it working before? The result of the report was not deemed sufficient to make a decision. Can't you rarely have a funeral? I watch movies when I'm bored. You don't go ashore after one night. I'll carry the groceries to the car. The company will launch a new product next week. What is your flight number? Matt, boil some water. He's tired. I'm tired too. Are you going to be a bricklayer now? The student chosen for the role played the lead character. Can I return an item that is the wrong size? Can you help me carry these bags to the car? They went out even though it was raining. I was definitely a sweetheart as a kid. Your nephew was an ambassador. I wish I didn't eat so much for dinner. The company is expanding its business internationally. What time is your train? 10:30. I was angry. They cannot doubt the pension. He worked. She is a singer. She is beautiful. Can he inspect? This is important to know. I have a dog. I'm very bad at billiards, but I'll try. You won't be a beekeeper at noon. After the match, they celebrated by eating pizza. The school is opposite the park. He visited his grandparents last weekend. I will finish this meeting and then go home. Be adventurous. I will have to rely on my savings until I find a job. I will drink some alcohol. Help me. I will be the referee of this match. When will you come to Turkey? I knew. I go to the library to study. He goes to bed early. I'm glad I could help. I looked at the city below and felt so small. His contribution to the project was appreciated by the team. He writes a letter to his best friend. How old are you? I cook weekly. Couldn't follow. He can play the violin very well. Let me know if you want to try something new. Wouldn't he believe it sometimes? Am I not a potter now? Won't he give up after 4 evenings? Was her husband a chemist? Is her uncle an esthetician? He was writing a letter to his pen friend. I feel good. It is missing at night. Can I experience it on a daily basis? You don't even need to talk, okay? I found a lost wallet on the street. How extraordinary. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you. I couldn't escape. He saved money to buy a new car. I won't have time to go on vacation any earlier than next week. These shoes are too big for me. Do we need to do anything about my web address? Don't I draw every week? He was studying for his English exam all night. I eat apples after my father sleeps. Can you inform me about the status of the project? Can't they request it? Can't see the traffic light? You can't cross the street anymore. Can you give me more information about this product? He does what he says he will do. I have a couple of dogs. I'm looking for a new suit for a job interview. My uncle is the manager. Do you like going to the beach? I never gave it much thought. Play for time. Is your son a laundress? Will they provide it? Which movie do you want to watch? Action or romantic? Why do not you work? How many pieces of luggage will you have? They manage the project themselves. Didn't he borrow it sometimes? I'll meet my friends at the bar later. Don't we learn normally? Can you tell me the time? Have you ever tried skydiving before your trip to Australia? Can you be responsible? It's getting dark outside. He studies for his exams at night. He had his car washed and polished at the auto spa. I'm 100% sure. He visited Paris last summer. I am creative. I wrote a poem about love and friendship. Was your daughter a sailor? The movie takes place in the 19th century. We did the testing on Android. Avoid. Tommy thinks with his brain, John thinks with his heart. He was working in the office until late last night. He finished his homework before dinner. How long have you lived here? I need to go to the toilet.